Hi, my name's Ruan and this is my channel, The Yorkshire Sew Girl. I'm coming with a bit of a different vlog today. Basically myself, Tamlin from Sewn on the Tyne and Rachel from Stitched It Up realised we all had the same fabric. I know. Now, mine was a gifted fabric. And then Rachel actually bought this fabric and we all kind of was chatting about it and we were like, we need to do something with this. That's a bit strange that all three of us have got the same fabric. So we have decided to do a little bit of a collab, the three of us. So yeah, that's why I'm here today. We're all going to put a vlog up. We're all going to choose 3 patterns that we could possibly make with this fabric. And then hopefully at the end of the month, we're not going to give a specific date because all of us will go into panic mode then. Probably at the end of the month, you never know, we'll hopefully reveal which one we chose. Now, each of us has no idea what the other one has picked as their 3 choices. So we said we'll pick 3 choices and then decide. So I just think it'd be really funny if we've all picked like similar patterns. I'm really interested to see everybody's different take on it with a certain type of fabric. So I'm going to do mine where actually you decide my fate. So I'm going to talk to you about 3 different patterns that I think would work really nice with this fabric. And then I want you to decide which one I'm going to make. So when this goes up, I will put something over on my community tab with a poll if I can work out how to do that. Never done that bit before. Technical stuff. Who knows? Hopefully over on the community tab on my page there will be then a question that has the 3 different patterns I'm about to talk you through, and you can decide which one that you think I should be making. And I've picked 3 patterns that I know I've got enough fabric for, hopefully, unless I start cutting things out and have a massive problem. But anyway, yeah, so that's the plan. Will you help me please? Because I can't decide between these 3. Now, we did kind of say we would try to make it new to us patterns as well, so that we're trying something a bit different. 2 of mine are completely new to me. 1 isn't, but it is a bit different, and all will be explained as I talk through it. So let me show you the fabric first. I think that's probably quite key, isn't it? So I have got 3 meters of this fabric here. You may have seen me put it up on one of my fabric hauls recently, but this is an absolutely to die for viscose. It's just beautiful. It's a really dark navy, and if you haven't seen it before, it's got little rainbows all over it, but guess what the rainbows are made out of? Animal print. I know, it's good, isn't it? It's got a really lovely weight to it and it just feels divine, I have to say. It's a really good quality viscose and it's so cute. I love, love, love it. So I've got 3 meters of this. So I've picked 3 patterns that hopefully I'll be able to get out of it. Shall I just sit and do the rest of it like this? I'm not wearing Me Made again today. I'm so sorry. So sorry, everybody. I'm just wearing a dress that I've had for about 20 years and I wear it once a week because I love it that much, from Tesco. That's just a true story. What do we think though? Do we think it suits me? Oh, it's just so beautiful. Shall we get on with it? So let's start with number 1 pattern then. And the number 1 pattern that I've been thinking of making, and I will try and I'm going to move over there so I can put photos in here. Excuse my Zadie's just sat hanging looking at me going like that. Look at me, I'm so good. I'm going to put pictures in here so that you can see what the patterns look like that I'm talking about. You probably already know them, but I'm going to show you anyway just in case. So number 1 is the Nina Lee Park Lane dress. Now I have made a couple of patterns of Nina Lee. I've made the Bakerloo blouse. I have made the, is it the Bakerloo blouse? I always get them mixed up. I've made the one with the frilly bit round here. What's that one called? Oh, I'm rubbish. I've made the one with a massive collar. I'm going to have to look now because it's going to drive me insane. I'm sure, have I got them here? Oh gosh, that's going to annoy me. Which ones have I made, people? You'll know more than me. Bloomsbury blouse, that's the one. I've made the Bloomsbury blouse by Nina Lee. And I've also made, let me get that, shove that back in there. I've also made the South Bank sweater dress a couple of times. So yeah, and I really like how Nina Lee's patterns fit me. Now what I like about this dress, and you can make it into a blouse as well, but mine would be the dress version, is that it's got a couple of options. You can have it with just the plain round neck, or you can have it with like a little, almost a stand-up collar. And you've also got the option of frills. That is my impression of a frill. You can also have I think it's a 3/4 length sleeve with a cuff, or a short sleeve with a cuff. I'm thinking short sleeve with the cuff, and I'm unsure about the neckline and the frill yet. But that is an option. Now that goes up to a 42-inch bust, I've written it down, a 37 waist and a 46 hips, I believe. There are 2 different versions of it. I've got my iPad here, so I'm just going to check, because I don't want to be giving you the incorrect information, because I think there is actually 2 dress versions of this. So I do think that it is size inclusive, and that is key for people. So what do we think? I think it's lovely. Do you know what I like about the Nina Lee dress as well? I'll just get my picture up to remind me. Is that it cuts on the natural waist, which is my smallest part, thankfully. It has a couple of like darts in it as well to cinch it in. We like that. And it's got a lovely, what's the word? Seam down the back as well. So I think this is it's one of those dresses that I think you could dress up really nicely, or you could slip on with a pair of white trainers and make it look really daytimey. And I think this fabric could be quite daytimey. So yeah, I really like the look of the Park Lane dress, and I have been kind of lusting over it for quite some time now. Never actually got round to buying it. So this would give me the opportunity to do it, because you'd have told me to do it. You know what I'm saying? But you'll see the pictures up here, and I just think they're absolutely beautiful. So that is a very high, they're all high contenders. Just ignore me, because I'm going to say that about every option that I've got. So I love all 3, and that's why I can't decide, and I need your help. Okay. So that is option number 1, the Park Lane dress by Nina Lee. Number 2 is, and this is another pattern that I've crushed over for ages. I love this pattern, and I mean love it. There's just one little niggly thing, but I think there's something I could do about it, and you guys could probably help me. And that is the Lois dress by Tessuti Patterns. Oh, this dress is just divine. I absolutely love it. It's just beautiful. The only thing about this is it's not very size inclusive, I have to say. So the maximum it goes up to is a 42-inch bust. Well, I'm a 41 at the moment. A 37 waist. Well, I am kind of a 37 waist. And hips are 46, and I'm kind of 46. So I am just on the edge, which is bonkers, because I'm kind of a size 14, 16, you know, average size of a woman 16. So unless I've got it wrong and there's something that I've missed online, I think that's the highest that it goes up to. I hope I'm proved wrong, because that would be great. But look how beautiful it is. It's really nice, isn't it? And what I like about this one is that it kind of cuts down here like this. You don't come to me for professional stuff, dear. Cuts down like this. It's got really short, like almost capped sleeves, which is really nice. And then down the back of it, it's in 3 pieces. So I think that's to gain like a really nice shape as well along the back, and then it kind of flicks out. Now again, I think this would be a lovely dress that you could dress up or dress down. The only thing that I'm bothered about, but I have been having a good look on Instagram at all of the different options, is how low the cut comes on the neck. Now, as you can see, it's kind of low. It's a bit cheeky, isn't it? Now, I'm not saying that I've got a lot to show here, because I haven't. However, I'm not used to wearing things quite so low, even though I probably could get away with it because there ain't that much there. But yeah, that's the only thing. I love, 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 love the dress, and I think it would be absolutely stunning in this. I think it really would be lovely in this fabric. Yeah, I just love this pattern. But I was thinking that maybe I could put like a little modesty panel in there. I might make it up if you choose for me to make this one. I might make it up, see what it's like, and then decide. And then if not, I could always put a little modesty panel there. Or wear like a tiny little, you know, lacy thing underneath. You know what I'm saying. What do we think? It's such a beautiful pattern, isn't it? And I love Tessuti patterns as well. I've made quite a few Tessuti patterns as well. What have I made? The Oslo coat. Is it the Mandy Boat Tea? I've made something else as well. I think I've made three or four. Oh, I made the Lisa dress by Tessuti. Yeah, I've made a few of theirs. I do like their aesthetic actually. It's quite kind of, a lot of theirs just quite loose and linen style, and yeah, summery, and I really like it. So that is option number 2. What do we think? Now I think this one, so the excuse me, I've got a hair I think in my eye, it's driving me insane. The part length dress needed 2.7 meters for, I think, the size that I would be looking at. The lowest dress is only 2.2. Oh, why is it doing it to me? You know when you have something in your eye and then suddenly you get it and you're like, yeah, like that. You can't see that. There's just one of them really fluffy, I don't even know if it's a hair, I don't know what it is, but you know when you finally get it and you're like, champion. Sorry, that was me right then. What was I even saying? Yes, so on the lowest dress I only would need 2.2 meters unless I wanted to extend it a little bit, which I may because I'm tall and I'm not sure what that's drafted for just yet. So again, really good use of fabric as well. And then number 3, and I hope Tamlin and Rach don't tell me off for this, is not a new pattern to me, but there is a difference. And that is, you probably all know, if you have followed my channel for any amount of time recently, that I'm a little bit in love with the Saltwater slip dress. I'm almost in love with it as much as Tamlin is. And I've got 2 already. But I was thinking about maybe making that dress, but doing the hacked version. I put a picture here. So it is quite a different dress actually. So you can do quite a lot of different things with it. What a lot of people have done, and there is a tutorial on YouTube which I would have to follow. What a lot of people have done is they've done things like, instead of having the straps with the extender on it, they've put 2 sets of straps in so that you can tie them in a bow at the top, which I quite like. I've done that quite a few times before because like that's why I like those extenders on the Saltwater slip, because I hate having to try and judge where I want my straps. It doesn't matter what I do, it's either a little bit too high or a little bit too low. So that gets rid of that problem. A lot of people have been putting a frill on the bottom as well. I'm doing this with my hands under here, you can't see a frill. this frill along the bottom of it. And then the other thing that they've been doing, and this is what the tutorial is for, is to gather the bust section. So where it normally just comes straight down here, we're using bias binding and then flows out. This actually has a line across here, and then this is all ruched. I don't know how you say that word, ruched, across the bust area, and I think that looks really, really nice. I probably would still put ties on it as well to cinch it in, because I'm kind of thinking in my head, I've got summer and then I've got a holiday at the end of October, and come in handy. You know what I'm saying? So that is the 3rd option. Now, obviously the Saltwater slip dress is very size inclusive. The maximum it goes up to is 60 bust, 53 waist and 63 hips. What do we think? We've got Nina Lee part lane dress. I'm going to regret this one, I have to edit this later. We've got the Tessuti lowest dress, or we've got the hacked Saltwater slip. What do we think? What do we think? Let me know. You can let me know in the comment section down below as well, but I am going to try and do that technical thing of putting a poll in my community tab. Now, if you're looking at your community tab on a tablet, I'm trying to remember what Michelle from Sewing Bunny says all the time. I think it's on a tablet that you can't, for some reason, access the community tab. But you can do it from your phone, and you can do it from a laptop. I believe it's just a tablet that I think you can't see the community tab for some very random reason. So hopefully when you click off here, you could click onto my community tab, have a look to see at the 3 options that I've put on there, and then put your vote in for which one you think I should make. Let's just hope some people do that though, and I don't go and look at it in 24 hours and I'm like, oh well, nobody's bothered then. I keep thinking I've got a bit of hair there, but it's just a shadow, isn't it? I digress again. So yeah, I'm going to go and try and put that over on my community tab. So let me know what you think. And hopefully then, we're not going to talk to each other about it, myself, Tamlin and Rachel. We'll then reveal everything on a date towards the end of the month where we've all made our garment and you can see what we actually did. But yes, participate please, people, because I can't decide which one I want to make. So I'm just going to let you decide for me for a change. What do we think to that? So thank you very much for watching. I hope everybody's well. I hope everybody's had loads of time for sewing, and I'll see you again soon. Take care, everybody. Bye.